Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Guns of Rust. Today we're going to be looking at the assault rifle. As most people that play Rust know, this is based on the AK-47. Main difference to the gun in the game and the real life gun is the type of bullet it fires. The gun in Rust fires a 5.56 round, whereas the actual AK-47 fires a 7.62 by 39 round. The AK-47 is officially known as the Automat Kalashnikova. Design work on this actually began in 1945, towards the end of the Second World War. In 1946, the AK-47 was presented for official military trials, and in 1948, a fixed stock version was introduced into active service. So from sort of the start of work on the gun to getting it released into active service was about 3 years. Believe it or not, there's approximate total of 100 million Kalashnikov family weapons produced worldwide, and out of that, a staggering 75 million are AK-47s. As mentioned previously, it takes a 7.62 by 39mm round. It's got a gas-operated rotating bolt action and a cyclic rate fire of 600 rounds per minute. Muzzle velocity is pretty amazing. It's 715 meters per second, which equates to 2,350 feet per second, with an effective firing range of 350 meters. Absolutely incredible weapon. There's a lot more history out there if you want to look more into it. There's quite some interesting facts about why this weapon was developed in the first place. Give you a tiny little snippet. It was to compete with some of the German guns that the Russians had seen during World War II, and they thought they needed an equivalent, so approached Kalashnikov and gave him sort of the requirements, and he set about working on the designs for the gun. Okay, let's take a look at the assault rifle in game. So firstly, let's look at ammo types. So it takes the 5.56 standard round, it takes a 5.56 explosive round, a 5.56 incendiary round, and a 5.56 high velocity round. Just to explain these ammo types, obviously 5.56 standard is pretty self-explanatory. Explosive rounds, to anyone that's new to Rust, these can be used as a raiding tool. If shot against surfaces or doors, they will deal an amount of damage. They also splash damage, so you can use them to take 2 walls out at a time if you shoot in the corner, or floors as well. Incendiary ammo, again, pretty self-explanatory. Deals some fire damage. You can't damage metal, stone, or armoured surfaces with that, but you can deal more damage to wood. And also, finally, the high velocity ammo. It reduces bullet drop quite significantly, giving you better range and better accuracy, but you do lose some damage dealt. Onto attachments. The assault rifle will take all the attachments that are available in the game. Sight wise, it'll take the simple handmade sight, the holosight. Now the holosight now gives 2 times zoom and also increases accuracy by reducing the aim cone. It also takes the 8 times scope and the 16 times scope. Weapon laser sight can also be added. This reduces weapon sway and I think it increases accuracy slightly. Also gives you a visual cue on roughly where your bullet's going to hit. It'll also take the weapon flashlight. The silencer is primarily used for if you want to be stealthy, but a lot of people use it for raiding silently. They did change that recently, and silent raiding is not as silent as it used to be, but it's still a big improvement over firing rockets and letting off C4. The muzzle brake lowers recoil, but it does make the rounds deal slightly less damage. And the muzzle boost increases the fire rate, but it will make it less accurate. Right, let's have a little shoot. So start with standard ammo. Okay, I'm just going to use iron sights. Yeah, I've never been the best with this gun, to be honest. As you can see, controlled single shots, it's fairly accurate, although my aiming, again, is not the best. But it's fairly accurate even at quite long ranges. Full auto, not so great. I'll show you. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Close range, obviously not so bad, but long range on full auto is pretty... pretty impossible. Yeah, I'll show you, obviously, close range, it's a lot easier. Quite a nice combination to have on the gun is the laser sight and the hollow sight. Just makes things a little bit easier. I'll try no scoping. Yeah, like I said, I'm not very good with this weapon. I'm sure there's people out there, and I've seen them in game that are a lot better than me. Yeah, it's quite a high tier weapon. You do need a level 3 workbench to craft it. It costs 750 scrap to research, and to make one it takes 50 high quality metal, 200 wood, 1 rifle body and 4 metal springs. Bear in mind, if you are using the assault rifle to raid now, you probably will need a second rifle and possibly a repair bench, because since they introduced the new explosive ammo update, it does damage the gun a lot quicker now. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Your support is always appreciated. Next time I'm going to be looking at the M249, and hopefully you'll join me for that episode. Thanks again. See you next time.